Hi guys, I wanted to come on and talk to you today about scaling your tech business. So, what I'm about to share with you is for tech entrepreneurs who are looking to scale as quickly and painlessly as possible. It's also for tech freelancers who are looking to sign A player clients, right? So, let's get started here. The backstory on what I'm going to share is that as you may know, I'm working with tons of tech entrepreneurs who are, we're bringing their business vision into reality. We're moving them forward in their business, signing them clients, delivering products and services, and all that. But what I'm seeing is a lot of people are having a hard time actually scaling. So the reason they're having a hard time scaling is because generally they don't have the hiring and managing competencies they need to support them in scaling their business. And so, I can fully understand that. I actually, had the same problem for many years myself in my business, which is why it pains me to see other people struggling in this way. And that's why I wanted to come on today and bring you this story to help you overcome these type of obstacles. Now, let me give you a little background about what I'm going to share with you. I've been reading a book called Marketing Secrets Guide, and it's by Russell Brunson, and I'm looking at, the A plus B player story. So that's page 83 in this book. In case you don't know, Russell Brunson is essentially, he's an online marketer slash tech entrepreneur. He owns ClickFunnels. But that's his product that he built around, and he's got services as well, right? So, ClickFunnels is like a sales automation platform, you could say, and he's had this for several years now, but he told a story in this book, the Marketing Secrets Guide, that he hired 6 programmers and they worked over the matter of 3 or 4 years to get this platform up and running. And so he paid about, over $300,000, maybe almost $400,000, and they could not do it. Six programmers, right? And so then one day, he didn't want to give up on his vision for his, on his business vision. So he just decided, okay, instead of going with these 6 guys that don't charge, that are like more affordable and like trying to kind of just like bootstrap it, I'm going to hire a badass. And he hired one A player programmer. And that A player did the work of 10 to 20 B players. So in his analogy, he describes, people that basically compete on the basis of price and have lesser quality work. Those are the B players, right? And the A player is the badass that comes in, can get the job done. In his case, it was 2 days. This guy got ClickFunnels software, the cart, the bug, the problem fixed so that the software was fully functional. He got that done in 2 days, and he did the work of 10 to 20 B players. So yes, he was a more expensive if you take it on an hourly rate, but he could get the work done in 2 days, which 6 B players couldn't get done in 3 days, right? So this is really a lesson to all of us techies, tech entrepreneurs and tech freelancers. A little bit about my story. Like, I recently hired a chatbot specialist, and the conditions around that requirement were basically they had to be experienced. They had to have processes in place. And the reason I needed to make that hire was because I need to scale my business. So if you're working on scaling your business, your tech business, any type of business, you cannot be in the trenches doing all of the work yourself. You've got to be the CEO. You've got to be the owner of the business, not in there building chatbots. So yes, I can build a chatbot. Absolutely, I can build a chatbot from scratch. I don't need an application or anything like it. However, the thing is that if I'm building chatbots to support my business, I'm not scaling. So I hired a chatbot specialist, and and he got the job done for an affordable, relatively affordable rate, and and I was in and out, and I got the requirement filled. Instead of spending, spending I could spend 4 or 5 days myself building out this system he built for me. It was an application, or the even less wise thing to do would have been to build the chatbot from scratch instead of using an application and spend a month building something that actually someone I could pay to get done for $100 in 2 days, right? So these are lessons for tech entrepreneurs. Because we are multi-talented people, we have got to learn to hire and to scale and to find the most efficient solution to our business requirements instead of focusing on the actual tech, which is tempting to do because it's fun. So let's talk about what this looks like in practice. Now, A players are people that, you're going to see an A player if they are a person that is got a process. You go to hire them, they have a process in place, they're experienced, they have a portfolio, and they have exceptional quality. And probably A players are not going to be the most affordable option on the market. So these are kind of like criteria that you could kind of evaluate whether or not this is a potential A player. But then the next step to do when hiring A players to your team is to actually test around. Now, this is Russell Brunson's suggestion from the book in the A plus B players chapter. Hopefully you'll get this book and read it. He talks about, hiring 3 people for the same small requirement and then comparing the results to see who is the best solution provider, instead of spending years and hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to basically piece together something on B player talent. It doesn't work. It's a losing proposition. But how do you actually find these A players? Well, for me, I have found my best A player teammates from, not teammates, but, A players on my team. I found them through word of mouth. Another thing you can do is also look in your DMs. So a lot of times, yes, it is kind of spammy to get messages from people you don't know about services they offer. However, it does take guts. And if you go in and you start looking at some of these people that are DMing you about their services, if they have a great portfolio, I've hired people that way and it's turned out really, really well. So check your DMs. Also, a great place to find A players is to look in Facebook groups, or to search around in places like Stack Overflow or online communities for coders if you're looking to hire a programmer. You can also check online marketplaces. But just remember, give them a small test project. Don't give them a friggin' $5,000 job. You got to find the best people before you give them the big work. I want to also give you a little note here about the benefit of your tech expertise, because as tech entrepreneurs, we actually understand the details of the tech involved. So that gives us a significant benefit when hiring, because we can get much better rates. We understand what to look for in terms of quality of work, in terms of deliverables, and how to manage these people, so we can actually get away with hiring people at more affordable rates because we understand the work they're doing more. So there is that benefit of being a techie and being an entrepreneur. Now let's just wrap these things up. For freelancers, I would say, I think my biggest message to you here is be the friggin' A player. Focus on the quality of your services and products, and do not compete on the basis of price. Honestly, don't even worry about the guys out there that are charging, $6 an hour or whatever. That's great. Maybe one day you'll hire them if they're actually good. But at this point, don't worry about those people, because they aren't going to be able to provide the quality that you can. So focus on quality. Do not compete on the basis of price. Master the art of finding A players, which means go in and start networking with people. Surround yourself with badasses, not people that are, into charging too little and, and wasting time and doing, half quality work. Also, differentiate yourself from those B players in every way, shape, and form. So what I would actually do is create an archetype or a prototype of what does a B player look like, and try and differentiate yourself in every way, shape, and form from those people. this is going to help you. This is going to help you land A player clients. Another thing you need to do is master the art of finding those A player clients. So that goes back to marketing your offers in your business. Now, for tech entrepreneurs, this is a little bit of a level up from freelancers because I'm distinguishing and saying, okay, tech entrepreneurs are people who actually are bringing in team to support them and kind of moving up the value chain. Do not do it yourself. Stop throwing, if you already have hired people to support you in your business and they are like doing half quality work and it's taking longer than it should, stop throwing good money after bad. Just cut them off and focus on finding an A player. Follow the tactics I gave you here and spend your time focusing on scaling and selling. Do not spend your time focusing on the small components of your business and the tech, because this thing, you cannot scale that way. You will not move from freelancer to, multi 6-figure or 7-figure tech entrepreneur if you are doing the implementation work in your business, okay? So don't do it yourself. That is the conclusion. And then where you can go from here is I would like to recommend to you to go ahead and go over and download the Marketing Secrets Guide, because this A plus B players parable is only one of the 99 high value entrepreneurial lessons in that book. And it's absolutely free. So you can get that by swiping up, or if you are watching this video on my website, you can get this by clicking the link below. But I want you to not try and reinvent the wheel in your business. So all of these lessons that I'm sharing with you today and that you will find in the Marketing Secrets Guide are learned from hard-earned experience. And you do not need to reinvent the wheel. Please, please, please do not try and build your business via trial and error approach. I myself wasted $800,000 doing that, okay? Learn from people who have gone before you that have the expertise that you need in terms of building your business, and save yourself that time, because you're likely to rack up millions of dollars in sunk costs just trying to do it all yourself. So what I would recommend is really start evaluating your options in terms of business coaching, business coaches for tech entrepreneurs. But in the meantime, I recommend getting your head in the game in terms of marketing and marketing secrets by downloading the Marketing Secrets Guide. So again, you can get that by swiping up or clicking the link below, depending on where you're catching this video. And I hope you enjoyed today's session.